Ladies and gentlemen, it's Nacho Extreme once again. Billy Bob's Honky Tonk, the biggest one in the world. Has an inside bull riding, bronco busting in there. Biggest venue of country music and rock and roll music, from Bret Michaels to LeAnn Rimes to Travis Tritt. Game resort, shopping, restaurants. They have one bar section catered in guitars, electric guitars, acoustic guitars. Some of the greatest rock and roll guitar players, country players, Grand Funk Railroad, Ted Nugent, down on Lois Lonely's Boys, Styx, Bret Michaels, and more. The biggest honky tonk in the world. Full room, game room, bar room, dancing. You can't go wrong. And guess what? The food here are cooked by some of the world's greatest chefs. You want a steak? Knock the horns off the damn cow and eat the damn thing. Because Nacho Extreme says so. Guess who? One of my closest, favorite bands, the Fabulous Thunderbirds, were playing. Are you tough enough? All right, Fabulous Thunderbirds were playing and rehearsing, doing a sound check. They're still in the music room, now with the country side of it all, right? Acoustic. You talk about country music, these guys are the biggest names in country that have been playing here. Willie Nelson's coming here in November, all right? And he's still singing and still acting. Even on Geritol and his marijuana, he can still sing. Guess where he's gonna be? At Billy Bob's, the world's biggest honky tonk. As we were in there, they even gave us VIP cab lunch to use one of their kitchens, where Chef Pat and I cooked up some Wagyu beef. Chef Pat has a 24-hour food network called Spoonies.
Hug. How you doing, man?
Good. How are you, Chef Pat?
Awesome.
Good to see you, man.
Did you bring the product?
I got it.
Hold on, let me make a little room here. Get this stuff out of the way. All right, what'd you bring me? What'd you bring me? Show me the money.
A few New York strips today.
Oh, man.
What do you think of them?
Jeez. Can we eat them now?
Sure. I'm always up for eating.
Look at that. Wow. So, so when were these harvested?
These were harvested about 4 weeks ago now.
Man, thanks for making the drive.
Yes, sir.
It was like 2.5 hours one way.
It's worth it.
Dang,
Don't
well,
bring good meat up here to you.
Thank you very much. Yeah, Nacho's gonna really love those. That's gonna be awesome.
Perfect.
So, cool. Have a seat, man. Let's sit down. Chef Patrick Mosley, Food Biz Pro. I'm here with Doug Hassel of Hassel Cattle Company. So, Doug, I mean, you brought us these beautiful, beautiful New York strips here. Tell me, you know, we've talked before about the Wagyu, right? Wagyu beef. It's so fatty and so rich. It's wonderful. But you've bred this now 50-50 with an Angus hybrid, right?
Correct.
And so, what's the difference? Because the texture's different, but why?
The pure Wagyu is kind of fatty, kind of leaves a greasy taste in your mouth. You're not going to eat more than about 3 ounces of it. What we found by putting our registered Wagyu bulls with our Angus cattle, we're getting a real high prime, grade prime. I mean, this stuff is grading out in the 10 BMS.
So let's talk about that real quick. So you can talk about a high prime. So 10, a 12 I know is like an A5, which is the highest, you know, the best Wagyus, A5. Correct. So this is a 10, which is 4+.
Correct.
Okay, so this is pretty much as marbled as the top grade Wagyu is anywhere in the world, whether it comes from Japan or Kobe or here.
Or American.
Or
yes,
America.
sir.
Before you go, I want to take a quick picture. I want to send this to Nacho, right? I wanted to see what we're going to cook with, and let me just get a good picture there. Oh my goodness. And I'll get him on the phone here in a minute. He's drooling already. He hasn't even seen the photo. So there's nothing more beautiful than American Wagyu from Hassel Cattle Company. I want to get him on the phone and say hi. Let him know we're going to meet him over there in a few minutes.
Okay.
Let's see if he'll pick up.
Going for Nacho.
Nacho, Chef Patrick here. I'm here with Doug Hassel of Hassel Cattle Company. How you doing?
What's happening, my friend?
Did you see that picture I just sent you?
Yes, I just did. Oh, dude, I got a friend. Biggest shitty grin on my face right now. Now, this is the one, this is the blue cheese with beer, right?
Well, yeah, this is the Wagyu right here. So we're going to meet you over there in a little bit, and I'll cook you up something tasty, all right?
All right, listen, I'll see you in a couple hours. I'm on my way.
Okay, we'll talk to you in a little bit. Cheers.
All right, have a good one.
Bye. Well, thanks, man. I know you got a long drive home.
Yes, sir.
And, all right, tell the family we said hello.
I will.
Thanks, man. I cannot wait.
Let me know.
Beautiful. All right.
All right, thank y'all.
Thank you.
Biggest the world's ever has in honky tonks. I'm in the kitchen with Chef Patrick, world-renowned chef and the creator of Spoonies. Want to tell us about Spoonies?
So Spoonie Radio, we're the first 24/7 food radio network. You can find us at spoonie.com, on Dash Radio at Spoonie, or Spoonie Radio on at Spoonie Radio on Facebook or on Twitter. But hey, let's just cook them steak. They can find us later on.
All right.
All right.
Chef Pat, a classically trained Japanese chef.
I specialize in Japanese food,
Yeah.
sushi, but I'm going to cook you a real nice steak today here at Billy Bob.
Wagyu beef. All right, we chefed that up. I cut up the cilantro. I cut up the thyme.
All right, so what we got here, we got some beautiful Wagyu steak. That's Kobe Japanese beef. Man, that looks good, doesn't it? So we got to make sure we don't overcook that one today.
We mixed it up with the blue cheese. All right, and our secret ingredient, can't tell you what that is.
Let's take a couple of these cloves of garlic and we'll throw them over there on your board. Hey, hold on. That's a big boy knife, right? Give me that back. Sorry. We'll give you the training wheels knife. There you go. Yeah, that's probably plenty. That's plenty. Okay. So we're going to take your knife and you're going to just kind of smash that up a little bit. There you go. All right, while you're doing that, I'm going to pull some of these thyme. We got a little bit of thyme here and a little bit of rosemary, fresh rosemary. So we're going to go ahead and pull these leaves off and chop them up, add to our sauce.
Now, this gentleman over here has over 30 years as a chef. Well, I'm talking he knows his meat, okay? He diced, he sliced. 10 minutes not enough for you.
You like country music, Nacho?
Huh?
You like country music?
Some of it.
Nowhere But Texas. You ever heard that song?
No.
Oh man, we got to play it for you later. I think he's playing somewhere today. Who? Well, who are the artist?
Now, Pat and I sat down and talked. We have a few things in common, especially Nobu. Used to frequent that out in LA, New York.
All right. So we're going to just throw that back in the bowl, about half of that. About half that back in the bowl. Okay? There you go. We'll scrape the rest back in here. Okay. These thyme leaves don't taste very good if we don't chop them up, so can you chop this one up?
Yeah.
All right, without losing a finger? Thank you. Get this back over here. All right. All right, so fresh herbs lose their flavor real fast once you cook them, so we're going to add those at the very end.
All right, guys, I'm going to let it slip. Our secret ingredient, it's a beer. Nowhere But Texas beer.
So we're going to make a blue cheese, roasted garlic, and Nowhere But Texas cheese sauce to go right over the top of this delicious steak. All right, so we're going to put a couple of these cans. You want to open that one for me? Go ahead and dump it right in there for me. Okay? All right. So whenever you make a cheese sauce, you got to boil it down a little bit. If you don't boil it down, it breaks the cheese. It makes it kind of clumpy. So we're going to boil that down a little bit. When it's hot, we're going to mix it in with our blue cheese and our garlic. A little squeeze of lemon. You ever roll your lemons?
Yeah, it's easy to cut.
Yeah, it also, so it breaks up that little pulp inside so you get a lot of juice when you squeeze it. Get that all ready. All right.
Is that good enough?
You know what? Yeah, that's good. You can throw that right in there. I'm going to actually take a little extra of that garlic. We'll take a little out. Somebody might want to kiss somebody later. We don't want to be to blame. All right. Beautiful. We got our rosemary in there. All right. The beer's simmering. It's almost there. Let's go ahead. We're going to season these steaks up a little bit. We got some salt and pepper. That's really all you need on a steak is nice and heavy salt and pepper. There you go. All right, so we'll flip them over. Food doesn't taste good when it only has flavor on one side. Just a little bit on there. There you go. Get a little, there you go, there you go. All right, a little flavor for the chef. All right. These don't have to cook very long, and we don't want them to, they'll get really dry because it's that Japanese, really fatty beef, so give us just a second. All right, once these bubbles are gone, we're gonna put, we want a lot of blue cheese in there. We don't want to cover up the beer. We want a good blue cheese flavor.
Reminds me of my producer. Blue cheese and wine.
What's wrong with blue cheese and wine, man?
Oh.
I'm gonna add a little buttermilk. That's kind of acidic, so we're gonna thin that out with some heavy cream.
You wanna know something funny about buttermilk? I drank half a gallon of buttermilk with Gronkowski doing another pilot. Ran 100 gallons just like that on another one. I beat the challenge.
Oh, how do you do it, man?
I got screwed in the end.
How do you do it? All right, I gotta find a whisk here. There we go. All right, so we're gonna whisk that up. Make sure and get all that stuff off the side in there. All right, so all these bubbles are coming down. Yeah, there we go. All right, we need more blue cheese in that, don't we? Yeah, a little bit more blue cheese in there. There we go. All right. That's going to get a pinch of salt and pepper. A little bit more. Beautiful. All right. All right.
Is that good enough?
So here you go. Let's try it and see. Oh, man, that's good. All right. Need a little more salt and pepper. Okay. So our beer is nice and hot. The bubbles are all gone. I'm going to put some of this in here. Not too much. All right. So all the bubbles are gone. This is going to be nice. So what we need to do is we need to get the good stuff out of here. Not too much of the sauce, right? We want just the good stuff in there. Just the good stuff. There we go. Oh man, that looks good. All right, well that's cooking. Let's throw these on the bobby. A couple steaks on the bobby. All right, we're gonna go medium rare on those. We don't want to cook them too much. We're gonna need a couple of plates. Beautiful. All right. There we go. Mix that one up.
Ooh, look at the sizzle on those puppies.
Yeah, so a lot of the fat, because it's that Japanese breed of beef, a lot of fat comes out. It's really fatty. So if you go past medium, it's really inedible. It's like a well done, deep fried steak, basically. Pretty close, pretty close. You want to give that a swirl and grab another spoon. Just use a spoon right there. Now what we need to do though, this is a beer sauce, right? So let's make sure it tastes like beer. Yeah, a little bit in there?
Yep.
Oh man, that's good stuff. All right. Chef's spoon right here. There we go. One Billy Bob's. Beautiful Wagyu steak with a little bit of nowhere but Texas beer, blue cheese sauce. Cheers. Oh, that's good. That's nice and light.
Nowhere but Texas, right? Branded after Steve Helms, country singer. That's the name of his song, Nowhere But Texas. Now, this is a tall statue guy that can hillbilly rock, sing country music.
Legal Draft Brewery out of Arlington, Texas came to me with the idea that they wanted to put a beer out, put my name on it. And that's how we came up with it. And apparently it's good on steaks.
Oh man, it's great. It makes the best blue cheese beer sauce I've ever had.
I want to try it.
All right, well, let's get you a fork and knife right there and we'll let you try it.
That's amazing. It's got to be this, right?
It is absolutely. That is the secret ingredient right there. Makes every steak taste better. Man, job well done. Ho, 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 ho. Yeah, who needs a knife, man? Wow. That's pretty good. That's pretty damn good. Wow.
So guys, back to Extreme Texas, Billy Bob's, Chef Patrick. They're good.
Good stuff.